everyone. Welcome to our online platform of Akar Foundation. Today's topic of discussion is Uniform Civil Code. The push for a uniform civil code is raising concern about religious rights and personal laws as the Supreme Court's inquiry on religious freedom remains unresolved. What is UCC? Uniform Civil Code refers to the proposition of having a uniform set of civil laws for all citizens of a country, irrespective of their religious or cultural affiliations. The principle behind Uniform Civil Code is that the concept of a UCC is rooted in the idea of equality and uniformity before the law, and it aims to replace the personal law based on religious practice that currently govern matters such as marriage, divorce, inheritance, adoption, and succession. Now let's see the historical perspectives on UCC. In British rule, there was a lack of uniformity in civil matters, as personal laws based on religious culture, customs, and traditions were recognized for different communities. The idea of a UCC emerged as a response to its fragmentation and as a means to promote common civil identity. In Portuguese rule, when Goa was under Portuguese rule until 1961, a uniform civil code based on Portuguese Napoleonic Code was implemented. Nehruvian vision. Jawaharlal Nehru envisaged a modern and progressive India and saw the UCC as an essential element of nation building. He believed that a UCC would help eliminate divisions based on religion and promote equality among citizens. Hindu Code Bill. The Hindu Code Bill sought to codify and modernize Hindu personal law relating to marriage, divorce, adoption, and inheritance. It was seen as a step towards a UCC, and it aimed to bring uniformity in personal laws within the Hindu community. In Shah Bano case, the Supreme Court sparked debate on the need for a UCC to ensure justice and equal rights for women across religious community. So then why we need a uniform civil code? Firstly, for ensuring equality, for national integration, gender justice, and freedom of choice. So let's see how. Ensuring equality. Presently in India, different communities are governed by different personal laws like Hindu Marriage Act 1955, Hindu Succession Act 1956, Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act 1956, and Hindu Minority and Guardianship Act 1956. Similarly, Muslim, Parsis, and Christians are governed by their own personal laws. The Uniform Civil Code will act as a means to achieve clarity, simplicity, and intangibility in personal laws. And needed for national integration, how it works? Uniform Civil Code will separate religion from social relations and personal laws, ensuring equality and thus harmony in society. Gender justice. UCC will promote gender justice by removing the inbuilt discriminatory provision of personal laws. Freedom of choice. A religion neutral personal laws would encourage protection of couples in case of their intercaste and interreligious marriage. Now let's see the constitutional perspectives on UCC. Firstly, Constitution Assembly debate. During the framing of the Indian Constitution, the debates witnessed diverse viewpoints, with some members advocating for a UCC as a way to promote gender equality and secularism, while others expressed concern about preserving religious and cultural rights. Directive Principle of State Policy. Article 44 of the Indian Constitution states that the state shall endeavour to secure for its citizens a uniform civil code throughout the territory of India. Secularism. The Indian Constitution enshrines the principle of secularism, which mandates the separation of religion and the state. A UCC is seen as a way to promote secularism by ensuring equal treatment of all citizens, irrespective of their religious affiliation. Equality and non-discrimination. The Constitution of India guarantees equality before law under Article 14 and prohibits discrimination on ground of religion, race, caste, sex or place of birth. UCC would uphold this principle by ensuring equal rights and equal treatments for all citizens, regardless of their religious background. Gender justice. The Constitution also guarantees the right to equality and the right against discrimination based on gender. UCC is seen as a means to promote gender justice. So let's see the argument in favor of UCC. National integration and secularism. UCC would create a common identity among citizens, fostering national integration. It promotes secularism by treating all religions equally and reducing communal conflict. Secondly, gender justice and equality. UCC ensures gender justice by removing discriminatory laws and granting equal rights to women in marriage, divorce, inheritance, etc. It empowers women and upholds their fundamental rights. Simplification and rationalization of legal system. How it comes? UCC simplifies the legal system by eliminating the complexities and contradiction of multiple laws. It harmonizes civil and criminal laws and enhances accessibility for the common people. Modernization and reform of outdated practice. UCC modernizes and reform outdated practice, aligning personal law with human rights and constitutional values. It abolishes practice like triple talaq and child marriages. There are some arguments which are against UCC. Those are diverse personal laws and customary practice. Harmonizing India's diverse laws and practice to establish uniformity is complex, especially when many laws are undocumented and contradictory. Secondly, resistance from religious and minority groups. Some religious and minority groups argue that it could impose majority views and undermines their constitutional rights, particularly under Article 25, guaranteeing freedom of religion. Lack of political will and consensus. Concerns exist regarding potential communal tension and conflicts arising from its implementation. And lastly, practical difficulties and complexities. Implementing UCC would involve substantial efforts such as drafting, codifying, harmonizing, and rationalizing personal laws and practices. So, then what are the views of Law Commission on UCC? The 21st Law Commission of India states that the issue of Uniform Civil Code is vast and its potential repercussion untested in India. It said that UCC is neither necessary nor desirable at this stage. The government had asked the 22nd Law Commission of India to undertake an examination of various issues relating to UCC. There are some Supreme Court cases related to UCC. Firstly, Shah Banu case in 1985. The Supreme Court upheld the right of a Muslim woman to claim maintenance for her husband from her husband even after the Iddah period. It highlighted the need for a UCC to remove contradiction based on ideologies. Second case was in 1995, Sarla Mugdal case. The Supreme Court states that a Hindu husband cannot convert to Islam and marry without dissolving his first marriage. It emphasized that a UCC would prevent fraudulent conversion and bigamous marriage. In 2017, in Shahira Banu case, Supreme Court declared triple talaq as unconstitutional and violative of Muslims women's dignity and equality. It recommended that Parliament enacted a law to regulate Muslim marriages and divorces. So, the lastly, the implementation of UCC in India requires a balanced approach that respects multiculturalism and diversity. And the focus should be on eliminating practices that hinder equality and gender justice while avoiding reactive culturalism. The aim is to develop a just and inclusive UCC that upholds constitutional values. For more information, please like, share, comment and subscribe to our YouTube channel Aakar Foundation. And you can also join our Telegram group, that is Aakar UPSC MPSC. Thank you.